We're back here with Darren on the Liberty Hour. We've hit part 10, guys. It's amazing how, like, sometimes how fast time flies by. It's crazy because, like, you get into talking about everything that you just comes to your mind, and it's just like, damn. But we were talking about Fortnite, and you were talking about some of the places that are the worst in the game to find loot. Go ahead and continue with what you were saying.
Right. I personally, I think the worst place is probably Moisty Mire. It's a big area, very big area, but there's like completely nothing there. Even a Lonely Lodge, I don't find too much over there.
Me neither.
Like there are some. I think it's the worst spots to go to because it's on the edge of the map, so I never really go there. I think the best spots, the soccer field by Tilted Towers is good. Salty Springs, Shifty Shafts was good. I think those were my top favorites. Even the Warehouse by Dusty Depot, I think that's a good spot to land to.
My least favorites would be Wailing Woods. I hate that. Ever since the Christmas tree's gone away, there's nothing there. Unless you're trying to get material, which in that case, it's like one of the best places.
Right.
I would say worst places would be that. The Maze, which I don't know, where's that at? It's by like... I want to say it's by not by Wailing Woods. It's by like Lonely Lodge as well. That like brown maze you'll see when you enter or whatever. We went over there once and had nothing there. That was pretty bad. Other places that suck. Moisty Mire is obviously bad. I think the best places to loot in the game, in my opinion, are the soccer field. I think that's a good place. I like Junks. Junks Junction's a good place to go. I like that. It usually has a couple chests there. It's just you get screwed over by the zone. Let's see what else. Shifty's good. Snobby Shores is good.
Snobby Shores,
you get
that's
screwed
one of my
by that
favorite places.
though sometimes too.
Yeah.
In terms of bad places, honestly, Lucky Landing's terrible. Like it's a new update, it's terrible. Like there's nothing there at all.
I haven't played it. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we can go there once just so you can see how bad it is. But so that's bad. I don't like Flesh Factory either. I mean, pretty much most of the places that are on the edge of the map are terrible.
Right.
Like,
true.
Besides Snobby, Junks.
Yeah, Snobby, Junks, and Haunted Hills is sometimes good.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, if you go to the castle there, it has some decent stuff at times. There's some decent stuff there on the top of the castle and in some of the smaller places as well. There's some decent stuff. I forget, yeah.
Yeah, there's always half the lobby that goes to Tilted Towers.
Yeah, I know, for sure. And that's the problem is you have to be so good to try to come out of... Tilted unscathed.
Right.
I was going to ask you because I know you started playing a game on the iOS, which is called Rules of Survival, which is basically Fortnite just in iOS form. What game do you like more? Do you like Fortnite more? Do you like that more? What's the reason over the other you would prefer one over the other?
I like Fortnite, because I get to play with my friends, and I feel like it's more competitive. The Rules of Survival, it's really easy. It does have some aim assist, which easy kills. It's really hard to control for turning around and all that stuff, having to swipe your phone and aiming. But it's been pretty easy for me. Because I really have a good reaction time,
right?
Reflex. But for Fortnite, I do have trouble using like the tactical shotguns and all that. But I'd have to say I like Fortnite better. It's more competition.
And I've never really played Rules of Survival. I tried it last night when we were hanging out, but so I can't really specifically answer that. That's the thing that would be hard for me, which is why I wanted to ask your thoughts on it. I wanted to apologize for everybody that's listening. This is not part 10. This should be part 9. Part 9 apparently is non-existent. I guess it went to the ghostly atmosphere. This is supposed to be part 9. I lost track. That's how long the podcast has been. But, I mean, that's what's great about it is, like I said, in this format, why I've loved doing this for 8 weeks, is you can talk about pretty much whatever you want. It's a free forum if you're doing a podcast, especially with friends or other people but you can keep it serious and directed as well, which is why I like the gun control thing. When Izzy were talking about is you can talk on that for so long and won't even realize an hour went by. And it's the same thing. Like it's 9:42 and I'm like, damn, I've been talking on here. I've been on here for like 2 hours. Like it's crazy.
Right.
But that's what's cool about the podcast platform, which I really like, and why I appreciate everybody who's listened these 8 weeks. And it's been great. I wanted to thank you, Darren, for coming on. I appreciate you being able to talk about all these sports with me and all these issues and everything. I'll definitely be getting on some Fortnite with you.
All right, man. That sounds good. I'll see you soon then.
All right, cool.
Thank you,
you have a good night, man.
You too, man.
All right, peace. All right, so that was Darren Podyungan. I wanted to thank him for being on the podcast. I greatly appreciate it. We got to talk about multiple sports things there, and we didn't have any technical issues, thank God. It always seemed to run into something every week, and I'm trying to improve it. But, I call people through Skype on here, and usually it works pretty solid. But, there are going to be sometimes some problems when you have multiple applications that are going on one device. So I try to do what I can. I'm paying. Well, I'm not paying for it. It's free. So I try to give the best content I can without having to pay any extra money, because money shouldn't matter when it comes to something like this. It should be something people can listen to, enjoy, sit back while they're playing something or doing some homework or something like that. In fact, Ricky was telling me, my close friend Ricky, who's on the first podcast, he was telling me that Sacramento State has their own radio station, and before every semester, they have some kids who will go there and see if they can get on the radio, and it sounds like it's a fairly easy process. So I'll definitely be really interested in that. So just so you guys know, I'm going to really try to do that when I get to Sac State. I'll be leaving Sierra after this semester here, so we'll definitely see how that goes. For anybody who's a sports fan, I know community college sports. You may have never gone to one. You might think that it's a little lame. Oh, I'm just going to school. Honestly, go to Sierra women's basketball game tomorrow night against Chabot. It's at 7 p.m. Sierra is the second best team in the state. If they win, they make the state tournament. They have the second best player in the state in Bree Moore, who's been averaging 25 points per game. I had to give a shout out to my Sierra fans and Sierra squad out there, because they've been putting in work and it's been phenomenal. Beach volleyball starts soon. I know softball's going on right now. They've been killing it so far. Baseball's been playing pretty good. I can't wait for Potter season to start back up in Lincoln. It's really cool that Lincoln has its own city baseball team, and I'll definitely be making my way out there to cover some games and all of that kind of stuff. If any of you are subscribed to the Lincoln News Messenger, or you have access to looking at stuff online, I have an article about the Lincoln soccer team on there and their progress through playoffs so far. Their season unfortunately came to an end on Tuesday against West, who was a 16 seed. Lincoln was a 4 seed. But Lincoln played a great season. They were undefeated until that playoff game, so props to them. They won PVL for the second year in a row. Just some updates on some local sports for you guys. I thought I'd give that for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a little break, play a song. I'm going to get back. No final thoughts this week at all, but I am going to go ahead and give you guys a little story or idea on something I'm going to be creating for one of my classes. So this is Bang Bang by Green Day. We'll be right back, guys. That was Bang Bang by Green Day. Really like them, obviously. They're one of the most, I'd say influential and just best punk bands out there. There are certain things I don't like about what Billy Joe's done. But I went to Green Day last year, and it was phenomenal. Concert in August. Billy Joe said, "Kill Donald Trump" there, which is, I don't know about that. But no, he's phenomenal musician. The group's phenomenal. So yeah, I had to play that. That's one of my favorite songs off Revolution Radio, their newest album. A couple things I wanted to say. So if you're listening through YouTube and you follow me on Facebook and everything, I'm sorry I didn't let you guys know about the podcast beforehand. I usually do at least a couple days beforehand. I've just been swamped, so I haven't been able to let you guys know about that. A couple things I wanted to just go over before I let you guys go here. Next week, I'm going to have another podcast. Hopefully, I get a couple people from my work on it. And probably 2 people again. And these podcasts are long, but they're fun. So I might do another one this long next week, as far as I know. So there will be a podcast next Friday night, and all podcasts will be on Friday nights from here on out, unless it's a week that doesn't work for me. Hopefully it doesn't storm a lot within this next week, man. Hopefully, because I've short film I'm working on with a group from my school, and we have to go to a baseball field to film it, and we need to get it done. So rain, go away, come again another day. Before I go, I wanted to let you guys know of something I'm going to be doing for one of my classes, and maybe some of you guys could even chime in on this in the comments. I'm going to be doing a piece on splitting California into separate states, because I know that there was a proposal to try to split it into 6 states a couple of years ago, and then was a proposal to split it into 3. Now the most recent one is to split it into 2. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that, state of Jefferson, all that kind of stuff, because obviously we live in an area where it would be part of the state of Jefferson. A lot of people have strong feelings about that around the area, the California government, the leadership here and everything. So I just want to get your guys' thoughts on that. Comment them below for me. You can leave me a comment. I'm going to try to get some interviews with some people. So I thought I'd let you guys know on a little project I'm going to be working on here in the next month or 2. But with all that being said, this is the podcast Liberty Hour. We'll be back on in 166 hours for you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Peace out.